Hello, my name is Tamia Hopkins, and I will be discussing my persuasive speech. So, in my persuasive speech, I will be discussing my speech on my community at school, which is UMES on campus, and I will also just be including college communities like all around, because I just feel like this for the topic that I'm doing, it fits it really well for all college campuses, all young adults and stuff. So, models can continue to help uplift us today, but I still feel like we have to carve our own way as well. And by that, I mean we can have a role model to help us get into the place that we would want to be. So like we can look up to this person. But in order for change to happen, in order for things to go the way that we want it to, we're gonna have to create our own path to get to where we want it to go. So that's why I put both options for that. Speakers who were not easily granted and who struggled against being dismissed and violently silenced on can teach us how to address problems in these two communities and help build it up. In these two communities, which is the UMES campus and college campuses all around. The model who can help uplift us that I chose was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, I feel like she can help uplift young adults. She's very intelligent. She's about her business. She's been around for a really long time, so I just feel like she was a really good choice with that. Oprah Winfrey she's an African American woman who has been through so much in her life and career. I just heard she's the perfect role model to me. And what helped me pick this decision was her speech at the Golden Globes. Um, the Golden Globe Awards, it came on like I feel like it came on sometime this month. It was in January, February maybe. Her speech that she made was really, really inspiring, and I just feel like that altogether, just that whole speech is really uplifting and can help everyone. At the Golden Globes, she told different stories. So the ones that caught my attention the most was when she touched on race and abuse and the harassment that had been going around in the entertainment industry with women. So with that, that was all in the news, and with that, she was basically talking about the women who were coming out saying that they had been abused and stuff by the different producers and directors and stuff like that. And like people would, all the women were coming out like one by one, and some people are believing them and some people are not believing them. But she basically just touched on that by saying like she called it the Me Too movement, because she said that like it happens a lot in the entertainment industry, and people really don't talk about it a lot, and they try to keep it quiet. So she touched on that. She also paid tribute to a woman named Reese Taylor, which was a black woman who was raped by 6 white men, and they basically brushed her story under the rug. Like the men who raped her had got off. They didn't have no punishment, no charges, no nothing with them. And um yeah, so that happened with her, and that had happened while she was coming home from work, going home to her children. So she touched on that by basically just telling a story of things that happen to women, things that women have to go through. She also talked about her career struggles and her undeniable success. So she's basically saying with her career, like she never expected herself to get to where she was today. Like it didn't happen while she was young. She wasn't rich. She didn't know that all of this that's where she is now. She didn't know that that's where she'll be like right now, since when she was young. All her career started by like her mid 20s, like 25, 26. So she was basically just talking about the things that she had to go through, the things that she did to get to where she was. And basically talking about how she got successful and the things that she had to go through to get to where she wanted to be, and the things that the challenges that she went through and stuff like that. So that was really inspiring also. I feel like this helps young adults in college because of the things that goes around in college that you may not have known. So like, you know, people in college, you go through different things. Like I feel like everyone has dealt with some kind of abusiveness in college, or even out, women and men. And it doesn't have to be something to the extreme. It could just be verbal abuse, or like something like that, like someone calling you a name and you're feeling attacked about it or something. So that can happen with anyone. So all of this pays tribute to all of that, because everyone has gone through that. So I feel like this is really inspiring. It could all go. It can help you. You can understand, and so forth. People like Oprah Winfrey make others feel okay with themselves in their life. She didn't make you feel bad about the things that you have gone through, the the reason why you're not up where you want to be right now. She's trying to make you feel okay with where you are, and all you have to do is just try harder to get to where you want to be, and don't give up. That's how she makes you feel. That's how she makes it. Her and her speech has helped to open doors that many people were afraid to open themselves. And in order for things to change, people are going to have to stand up for what they believe and continue doing what they feel is right and making a path for themselves in order to remain getting the respect that they want. You can't sit around and just think that someone is just going to lead you into the direction, because that's not how it works. Like you have to, in order to get to where you want to be, you have to want it yourself. And I feel like that's why I chose my topic for college students, because we we may think that we're grown and stuff like that, but we still have a lot of things that we're still trying to figure out on our own right now. We're trying to figure out how to get to the successful place that we want in life. So we don't need people talking down on us or being negative. We need someone to help, to be inspiring to us, to help us understand what we need to do to get to where we want to be. So I feel like college, this is a perfect example for college students, because we're trying to grow, we're trying to, mature and get be as successful as possible, and graduate and move on and get a good job in our career and stuff like that. So Oprah Winfrey was a very perfect example, a perfect role model for what I was trying to talk about in my persuasive speech. So yes, that's my persuasive speech on college campuses, and the role model was Oprah Winfrey.